Young black man come back at y'all with another video today. Hope everybody's doing very well. I've been gone for a little bit. School has just been hitting me crazy, trying to get ready to graduate very soon. So you know how it is. But today I want to talk about don't limit yourself. Now I know today is Relationship Tuesday. I don't mean this really from the perspective of dating. I can try to throw that nuance in there as well, or try to throw that aspect in there as well. But overall, I mean, don't limit yourself within life in general. This video is inspired by some festivities that happened last night. Anybody who knows me personally, just not only on this channel, but just in real life in general, I know that I do a lot of stuff on campus. And within one of the roles that I serve in on campus, there was an event that happened. The event was dope. It was jumping. But something I paid attention to, it wasn't a whole lot of black students there. And that sincerely troubled me. Mind you, now we had African American organizations there. We also had like some job opportunities that were available as well. To, like really get involved on campus. And also some student assistant jobs where you actually getting involved on campus, but actually getting paid to get involved on campus. It was crazy. The opportunities were amazing. You already know I got the inside plug on everything. So I paid attention to some of barely no African American students. Now maybe a lot of them had classes. A lot of us maybe had classes that day. I know personally, within some of the majors that my friends participated in, a couple of them did have classes, but not a whole lot of them. I even downright told my friend, like, bro, like seriously, they're gonna be having this event, boom, boom, boom. Try to make it out. And really a whole lot of people didn't show up that I like to have seen. And ultimately it resonated in my spirit that you're limiting yourself. If we don't take advantage of a lot of opportunities out there in plain sight, a lot of times we will find ourselves in positions that really aren't necessary. And it's not me getting on here trying to critique or criticize whatsoever. No, we always use every single lesson to learn. I remember I read somewhere where it said one of the great black leaders once said, I don't lose, I learn lessons. So a lesson to take from that opportunity was that me, as leader of an organization, I should have promoted more. Now I did promote it to every brother and sister I knew on campus. I really don't know how much more promoting I could have done, but I always like to say I could get a little bit better. And maybe it's something different I could have done. Maybe the color scheme of the flyers could have been different. Maybe I should have went table to table, even talking to folks I didn't even know like that for real. Whatever I could have done, maybe alleviate the process of trying to bridge that gap to try to figure out why you're not coming and what can I do to help you show up to that event. So don't limit yourself. If you see an opportunity that you think is good, just go for it, or at the very least learn about it. Another aspect that I saw within that event was for the few African American organizations that were there, let's just say it was 5 of them that were there, us included. I saw organizations or people that saw their friends at the table, went to the event solely just to say, hey, what's up, girl, and flat 5 with their little friends or whatever, or fellas dapping up their friends. And even some, I can't even lie, some of my friends were guilty of that too. They went to my booth, dapped me up, whatever. I saw a couple of sisters there. They spoke to me, talked to me. We talked for a few minutes. And I was like, hey, y'all, make sure y'all check out the other tables. And they definitely took my advice and went and checked out some of the tables. And 1 or 2 of them actually left with a good lead on potentially getting hired for one of the opportunities that were there. But they were just coming there just to see me and show support for me. And I said, I told them within that, I said, hey, bro, don't limit yourself. Go make sure you check out everybody else too. I know you're familiar with me, but you already rock with our organization. Make sure you check out some other ones and see what they also offering as well if you got time for it. And I've seen so many people doing that, but they might not have a person that had their best intentions in mind to just instantly make sure I corrected that thought process within them to say, hey, make sure you check out some other people. A lot of people came there just to see their same little, excuse me for saying it like that, see their same little raggedy friends that they see Monday through Friday. And then slapping them up, giving them a high five, whatever, just to say, hey, girl, I saw you there. Take one little picture for the gram, they out the door. But when it's time for finals to come and you need a math calculator or you need a textbook or you need X, Y, and Z, and you don't have the money to afford it, you're like, oh, I need to get me a student job. And then all the jobs are taken by the time the end of the semester happens. You could alleviate that process by doing X, Y, and Z. Seeing them same friends Monday through Friday, I kid you not. I also work on campus. I go to work some mornings at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. if there's a special event. I see some people eating breakfast there. Then they'll leave for about an hour, go to class. I come back downstairs for lunch, maybe to grab me a little snack. They sitting right back at the booth. I don't see them again for 2 or 3 as I'm running back to go use the restroom, whatever. By the time I come back about 4:30, getting ready to close my shift, they sitting in the same spot they were sitting in before lunch, talking to their same friends that they see all the time. Now, we need unity. We need community amongst each other. But again, if the bigger conversation is students need money or students need opportunities on campus to put on their resume, you wait to senior year to find something last minute and then it don't work out. You need to start building and opening yourself up now, and not putting limits on yourself now, stepping out of your comfort zone now, pursuing the things, pursuing your passion, your goal, and your dreams, and the ultimate things gonna make you happy and excited and passionate about life now. If you want to start a mentoring program for African American males, you might not be able to start the nonprofit right now, but start getting some general information about it. Start studying up on it, reading about it, talking to and interviewing some people that you will see are successful in the community. How are they doing it? Find maybe mentors within that. Maybe you can start an on-campus organization to kind of get some experience doing that on campus, just mentoring younger brothers if you're a junior or a senior on campus. This whole entire thing is not about just college. You can be into the real world as well. Don't limit yourself at all. I hear so many people. I saw a video that kind of disturbed me a little bit. It was a rate me 1 to 10 video, and all the sisters got on there and told the brother that they were like, "I would talk to you, or I would rate you a 10, but you're not chocolate." And I'm like, but this could be a good brother. Everybody keeps saying in society like, "Oh, I need me a good man." Then that's what the sisters say. Then the brother say, "Oh, I want me a good woman." But the people that are right in front of you. Now, again, you of course ultimately find a person that makes you happy. But if you're solely focused on just that aspect and you miss out on a great person just because you feel that they're not chocolate enough, or they're not tall enough, or they're not this and that, you ultimately, I wouldn't say you're setting yourself up to fail, but ultimately God may be putting the right people in your life, and maybe that not be the person for you at that particular moment, but at least just be open enough to at least consider it, at least have a logical thought process, and at least think about it. I say in life, anything or any opportunity that's treating you right, maybe it might not be for you, but at least don't slam the door in the face. Make sure that if it is right, and make sure that the Most High is sending you the direct path to your heart, and you're not blocking your blessing or at least ignoring it for the simple fact that it don't always come in the packaging that you expect it to come into. Someone might tell me, when I first got my other job, it was like, well, the hours aren't great. And I looked at the hours, and I'm like, man, the hours ain't great. But when I got in there, it was an incredible opportunity. Then I learned that the hours were actually flexible, and that an internship and them coming through. So them very hours that I initially were like, I really don't care for it. I am seeing that they were a blessing, because I ultimately had other things that lined up for me as a result, as a direct result of that other blessing. So you see, within every aspect, we must not limit ourselves, or at the very least, we must have a broad enough understanding or a mindset to at least think about it critically before we just automatically just assume that A is not for me. B, the situation is cool, but I don't know them people over there. Or C, I want to stick with the familiarity, but at the same time, I really just don't want to even just care about that right now. I'd rather wait to, I hate to, for lack of a better term, when stuff hit the fan, then I want to panic with my hair on fire at the last minute trying to find something, instead of ultimately trying to build yourself up the right way and build a foundation. Everybody wants the fast money, the fast cash, but ultimately it's about building a foundation. And if anybody who's ever worked on houses or done commercial property like I know that it takes time to do everything. That beautiful renovation that you see, it was brothers inside there like myself working months ahead of time to make sure it looked right. Them nice floors that you see in the basketball court or in the gym when you go hoop at the rec, them floors had to be taken care of, buffed, and making sure that they were clean the night before. It's a process within every single thing. So just because you see the end package, you might say, "Oh yeah, it's great, it's beautiful, it's incredible," or you rushing to get to that point now. You gotta see the hours and the work that was put in beforehand. So again, within every situation, you must understand that ultimately, you must not limit yourself. Now of course, certain things, you're gonna want. If you see what life is like, I got Pacific Perfect plan. I know, and OG Ron will talk about that a lot. I've even started watching a dude named Kevin Simmons. He talked about it a lot. How one is like a style consultant, a life consultant. OG Uncle Ron is just not just but an incredible advisor, and just looking at life in general. You say, hey, I want to be a political figure. I know I want to do X, Y, and Z. I want to make sure my wife looks a certain way. Some people, I've never seen a politician marry somebody, or I've never seen even a politician really with visible tattoos. So it could be a certain little nuance that you say, hey, I'm going after this specific person because they fit what the ultimate grand scheme of things. I kid you not. I got in my mind what my perfect person, perfect mate, perfect match would be. I got in my mind what my perfect job would be. I got in my mind what my perfect vehicle would be. I got in my mind what my perfect plan and path would be. But ultimately, to say at the same time that the Most High ways are more greater than our ways. So even still, I'm always making sure that I'm on the path that He called for me to be on, and not just doing my own thing. And not even just doing my own thing. Make sure I'm doing the right thing, even when I am doing my own thing. So again, you can't limit yourself. I thought about that when I looked around at all these great opportunities that were in here. And then a lot of times we ask ourselves, I will admit, there's a great fact of institution and systematic racism. I know this. If I'm not an expert on a few topics, this is one that, even on I don't talk about my career path is, or my academic career path is, my academic path, I'm an expert on this topic. This is all I study every day, all day. So I understand there's institutional racism. I understand there's institutional racism, individual racism, and cultural racism. But at the end of the day, even before we even just automatically say, oh, I'm not going to get the job, I don't feel unqualified. And even the students that came in and asked about the job, they said, well, they only hired for 4 positions. All these people inside here in this line of vying for this one position, and they were automatically getting scared and making themselves as small as possible and holding themselves like they were almost shaking and getting scared. And I looked at 2 or 3 of them within that line, and 20 or 30 of them asked that question. Some are just generally inquiring. But for the 2 or 3 that I saw actual general fear in their eyes, I told them, I said, you can't have that fear. And maybe I got fired. I'm not saying I would never get fired for that, because I think generally within my job, you have to be like a peer motivator. So again, I'm not going to say all I do, but those are one aspect of what I do. I said, you can't have fear. You have to go inside here with confidence and say, hey, I believe I'm qualified for the job. You have to know ultimately, if it's your goal, it's your plan to work this job or be hired at this job, then you need to do everything, single thing you need to do to check off all these requirements, number 1. But number 2, practice being inside an interview, crushing interview, show confidence, show humility, but also show confidence within an interview. And just know that ultimately you believe that you're the best candidate. And I said that was showing the interview process. And if they fall in love with you, if you do those 4 things right there and they absolutely fall in love with you, guess what? They're going to pick you. So make sure that you're doing the things that will prepare you for great success. Don't limit yourself. I can't tell you how many times I said that in one time. I never said that word in so many times. But don't ever limit yourself, y'all. I don't know, I just thought about that very carefully. I tried to speak a little bit more clear. I got a new subscriber who said I need to speak into the mic a little bit more, so I hope I did that a little bit more clear. I appreciate all the new subscribers as well. If y'all have not, please subscribe to this channel. Please like, subscribe. Again, it's one of the freest channels you're going to see. Well, we don't talk about nothing crazy. We don't do nothing too wild. We simply talk about how we can prepare and be better at life. So peace and blessing each and every one of y'all. I am Black Man. Come back at y'all with another video. I'm going to try to drop at least 4 or 5 videos today, since I was very bad about not dropping any videos over the week. I hope that's a little bit of a consolation prize. And until the next time, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.